coming to you from South Carolina. Nobody's here yet, but what's up to everybody watching it on the replay? I don't know if you saw my last insane live video, but I guess this is sort of a continuation of it. About, I don't know, 600 or so miles have passed since then. And I'm in a brand new Volvo. Yes, sir. It's got just a little over 1,000 miles on it now. So it's 2021 model. Uh, this video is just a form of me procrastinating, people, because, well, I'm a company driver and I have no choice. But I have no choice but to do this stuff tonight, and I'm tired. Like, I ran out of time to get here, too. Like, it's in the negative, but I was not going to stop and do a 10-hour break 20 miles from, a 10-hour break 10 miles from here. But I can't really get to my bed to sleep. And, I've already got stuff in, the cabinets that are here, but I guess I was a little overpacked. So what are you guys up to? Looks like a lot of drivers here on the yards made it home because there's a lot of trailers and a lot of trucks here. But there's one less truck than that needs to be. I don't know if you guys have been watching me for a while. Kenny Wayne's inside. I saw him a while ago. My old truck 1202. It's being sold too. It's got transmission issues. It won't even go into gear. That happened on Elvis and I's last run, 2 miles from here, getting off on the exit. The transmission went out on Kenny Wayne, and that's when we started driving that Freightliner. But let me put the glasses on, and we're gonna go check the comments, people. So if anybody's got a question or comment or anything like that, lay it on me. And super chats definitely get read out loud. The other ones, they probably will too. So, and look at big long Don Slonger first on the list. Hello to you too, Don. Always glad to see you on here because I like saying long Don Slonger. Do you guys know who well, the first person I ever heard called Long Dong. Actually, we're not going to go there on the trucking journey. We've covered enough controversial topics this week already, and that probably shouldn't be one of them. Okay, but Don's in here in Boot Hill. Brian, you ask how I'm doing. Well, the nagging thing is I got a headache. I have a pain in my head right here that's been going on for, I don't know, the last couple hours. And I only got ice in here. I didn't drink all the water, and somewhere back in here I've got a water jug. I hadn't been able to. Ah, here it is. I didn't look too hard, and it's my open one too. I tell you guys, when you don't feel good, or you got a headache, or you just feeling a little off, many times you're dehydrated. That's why you don't feel good. And if you're thirsty and feeling bad, you're already there. Ah, that's better. I hadn't drank water in a couple hours because I was trying to get back here without running out of time. But I didn't bobtail back. I got an empty trailer that I picked up at Volvo, but we won't get into that story. It took a little longer than you would expect, but hey, swing by here and pick up an empty trailer. All right, we go into the comments. Chasing America, how's it going in the Volvo? Well, guys, for somebody that's a local driver, this would be an absolutely awesome truck, even though it only goes 62 miles an hour. Unless you use a cruise, then the cruises, I hadn't figured it out yet. It's a little finicky, but it's 65 on the cruise. But for like a local driver, that gets live unloaded, to have a rack back here, to go back here and chill, and maybe even have a TV and stuff for that, and then come on back to the house, or maybe spend a night, on the road. This would be a cool truck. The the push button transmission, where you push the D button or the R button, it works pretty cool. The steering on this truck is great. It's way better than the KW as far as turning radius and whooping it around. The radio sounds outstanding. Sounds, really good. Um, I keep losing things in here, like in this storage area down below here. I keep losing, I lose my phone and sticking my phone into this thing. I'll be like, "Where is my phone?" But it's done went dark and it's in that little cubby hole. And it's kind of hard to get it out of there. But yeah, I mean, the door handles are kind of neat. I watched a video on this truck a little earlier as far as how you lock it, because there's not your traditional, little things sticking up, or it's a little different design. I've never had a Volvo, but I did drive a day cab Volvo one time. I told you guys wrong in the last video. I had driven one once. There's a lot of safety things on here that's okay. Let's get excited about safety, but they're damn annoying. All these beeps and bumps and muting of the radios and all that. you know, it's good for other people. I mean, yeah, we need all the safety features we can have, but I'd be okay if mine didn't have it. We got Razor says, I'm stuck in NFI's Orlando yard till tomorrow, then home. Well, good deal. I'm glad you get to go home tomorrow. I hope you enjoy it. Heading back up to PA from Charlotte. Okay, cruise control. I just rode through Charlotte and I woke up in PA. Now, last night I decided to stay at a hotel and just get me a good night's sleep and get a good shower and everything. So that's what I did. I did my 10-hour break at a Quality Inn. I don't know, about 100 miles from where I started my journey. That's where I start. Well, this whole truck switch over that happened the other day. And for those of you that's tuning in that didn't see the last one, I'm going to do my best not to revisit the emotion that I was displaying to you guys about my displeasure of having to switch trucks yesterday up in Pennsylvania. And I was in an overpacked sleeper truck with filmmaking equipment and cooking stuff and refrigerators, and I got about 2.5 weeks of dirty clothes back there and Egyptian cotton sheets, because yeah, that's how I roll. I like the nice materials on my skin when I sleep, and other stuff that's kind of crammed in here right now. The refrigerator, it just, I put it on the much the refrigerator sitting, and then there's the bed with cabinets and things that I've got stuff in. But now, obviously, this shit would not work. This refrigerator here, you kidding me? No, that ain't gonna work at all. But these are all my things. These are all my belongings, which most of my things that used to belong to me years ago, I don't know where those things are at anymore. Uh, but these are my current belongings, so I'm trying to hang on to them. And this is not going to be my truck. And the company, they felt very badly about how things went yesterday. It still didn't stop it from what had to happen. That truck had to be turned in yesterday. Um, but they assured me they'd make it right. And apparently there's some brand new Volvos, the big ones, like, or what I call normal size, sleeper trucks, that's been ordered, that's going to be here sometime in the first quarter, that they said that they would, put me in. Um, that's a couple months away probably. And there's about, there might be 20 blue trucks over there, brand new. Some are Volvos, some are Freightliners, some are these kind of trucks, and then some are legit day cabs over there. I guess they'll be getting assigned to drivers. I don't know if they all gonna react the way I did. For the company's sake, I hope not. I don't know. Everybody else ain't like such a fucking drama queen like Trucker Jim. And I promise you guys, I don't mean to be that way. I aim to be very low maintenance and give much more than I received. Not just to a company, but other people as well. Because I don't know. I like the way that makes me feel better versus being of the mindset of what can I get out of somebody or what can you do for me. I've never subscribed to that way of thinking. Um, but certain things you gotta. I don't know if it's take a stand. That's not, but respect yourself is what I think it is. But everybody's been cool. But there was supposed to be a truck here, some LT, but another driver's in it. That's trucks in the shop, and I think it's in Arkansas. or it was earlier today. It ain't here, so I can't move any of this stuff in it. And I can't just like go hop into Chevy and go home. That's what I want to do because I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm ready to chill. And a couple of other things. So I guess what I'm gonna do is go pull the Chevy around here and load all of this stuff in it. Right? I might. It would probably. And then my Chevy's gonna be full of stuff like this is here. And then tomorrow, which is gonna be fucking raining in South Carolina, and the refrigerator is definitely going in the back. I don't know what else can fit in the cab, but a pickup truck's gonna be all disorganized. And then if I put it in, then my house and my room's gonna be disorganized because I'm gonna have my overpacked sleeper truck stuff that I'm carrying around from place to place since it had to be sold. But you know what? This too shall pass. And bit by bit, piece by piece, trip by trip by trip by trip by fucking trip from this truck to my Chevy, it'll probably take an hour and a half or something like that. Or maybe I just throw stuff in there, but it will eventually end and I will have all of my things out of this Volvo. And instead of this being a clusterfuck that nobody can move around in, my Chevy will then become that. And then I will go home and I guess try to maybe park over something so it won't get rained on because I hear it's going to rain tomorrow. I hadn't even looked at the weather. And grab whatever, my computer bag, my dirty clothes, my camera gear, or I don't know, some things, and take them inside tonight and sleep in my bed. And, even though I'm going to get to bed late and all that, I still ain't going to sleep late. What about you guys? Can any of you guys sleep late? I can't. Like, man, I wake up at like 5 and 6 o'clock on days off. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and hadn't been back to sleep. Well, let me check you guys' comments. If anybody is near my current location and wants to like help me with some of these trips moving stuff across. Oh, I thought that trucker was walking up gonna volunteer his help. Nope. I will be doing it by myself, just like I moved all this other stuff over here yesterday by myself. So let's go to your comments. We got 64 people in here. I tell you, a little drama starts happening. YouTube people check in, wants to see what's up. But maybe in Christmas, I could recite some from the greatest salesman in the world. I don't know if you guys wouldn't like that at all. I would get so many thumbs downs, and then people would be telling me just read the Bible, Jim. You don't need nothing else, and all of that. Don says, I like my small terminal at NFI. Tell me again where you at with NFI, Don. I was up in Allentown yesterday. My body set for 5 and 6 hours and ready to make money. I think I might have missed the first part of that. We got the other Elvis in here. Smash that like button for the live stream host. Yeah, we only got 15 likes, 60. Y'all want me to start like cussing and talking crazy again. I bet I'll get some thumbs up then, but that's not my intention. I think I went a little overboard yesterday. I'm not gonna say I didn't mean anything. I said I have to go back and I don't know. There was something I didn't like that I said. I can't remember what it was, but there was. Oh, when I kind of collectively summed unnamed people into the same group that I classified as motherfuckers that I wasn't concerned about pleasing comparing to my help to me. I kind of probably went without saying that. I think that was probably unnecessary. So if you think I was talking to you, let me stop. Uh, let's see, did I miss anything? Yes, Hank, trucking local home every night and weekends off hauling grain. If my life wasn't completely in shambles and, my marriage, ended in divorce and then child support over, I don't even know what to call them. I feel like when I say it, it comes out derogatory, and that makes me feel bad when I hear it come out of my mouth because it ain't those kids' fault. It's not their fault at all, and not that I have negative emotions towards them individually. Sometimes it may seem that way, but I don't think they watch my channel. So they used to when Boone was on there. They would get excited when they would see Boone, but I was kind of boring. They like trucks, so. Jim's last day is what Boot Hill said. No, I'm not sure about that, Anderson. Like I talked to 3 different men in the company that are not drivers for the company that have some other role in it, and all 3 of them are great. Um, It still didn't change the fact of the bullshit I had to go through or whatever. And yeah, they agreed that did suck, but it still didn't stop anything. And well, here I am, all this stuff in here. But I guess I got to move out. It ain't gonna move itself, is it? Nope. I had a little truck wash guy over there. If it was in the daytime, maybe I could get a little assistance. But you know what? Piece by piece, bit by bit, as long as you keep on trucking and keep on doing, set goal will eventually be completed. And getting all my crap out of this Volvo will too. I ain't looking forward to it. I'm just dragging it on like I did yesterday with that video. My mom's got me a chocolate meringue pie made it there too, and I know she's gonna put it in the refrigerator, and I don't really want it cold. I want it hot. Cruise control, Jim. I think you should leave. To me, it seems like GMP pretty much sold their soul to NFI, which, if you did know, stands for no effing intelligence. I think pretty much have gotten what you can. Let's see, when did I start here? 16? At the end of 16. 3. So I've been here over 4 years, which that might be a dadgum record for me. Because now some people, well, I don't have a wife, a children, and mortgage, and all of that. Now, I do have a pretty cool Chevy, but since I don't have all those other things, that ain't really a problem. But I don't know when I'm somewhere and I don't want to say like they don't appreciate me or be all this because I mean at the end of the day it's a damn business and we move freight around, but I don't know. I'm not saying anything yet. Except for I'm taking a week off and I am not gonna miss anything about driving this truck around, going to shippers and receivers for the next week. Maybe 10 days or so into it, maybe I will start to miss it. But I've been out 3 weeks straight. So I was talking to a friend of mine today that it's kind of common after around the 14th day around 14 days out, uh, we start to kind of lose our mind a little bit and go crazy, and we need a little time off to get out of the truck and unwind and chill. And I'm definitely at that point. But prior to yesterday, I was so comfortable in my T680 with all my LED lights and my cooking and I've been working on it for like a month, just getting everything just right in the right place. I had my camera gear right, and I was like, man, I could stay out for a month and be okay in this thing. But if I do end up back here in January, which I don't know, it's kind of a 50-50 now, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm gonna do that whole stay out 3 weeks and stuff like that. Maybe 2 weeks, because on the Texas run, you really aren't taking advantage of the sweet Texas run, but it's going down and back. It's 2,600 miles. All right, there you go. You got 2,600 miles. But when you can turn and burn and get another one in, the numbers can add up really good on it. But I think what a good thing to do that's sustainable is do 2 weeks out. Because, when you're out on the road all the time by yourself, look, TCB, taking care of business. He gone. What? Hey, Truckin Elvis. I think it sucks. Hopefully the other truck works out better for you. Yeah, I think what they were planning on putting me in, you know, well, I thought it was going to be, move the stuff over from this truck to the other truck and then take the things I need to take home in the Chevy and then haul ass is kind of what I was expecting. But that truck ain't here. It was going to be one of those LTs like I used to have. I'm pretty sure, based on the truck number, I'm pretty sure it's the LT. But I hadn't talked to anybody in a few hours or had my text messages returned when I've been inquiring. But hey, I guess they're off. It's time to go home and spend time with the family. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to talk to me either, cause I don't know. I'm a little emotional about this subject, cause I hadn't got over it yet. I've had people apologize to me a little bit or whatever, but it hasn't changed nothing. And I think I finished you guys' comments. I did. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're already over 22 minutes. I didn't mean to go on that long, guys, and I apologize. Nobody's probably still. There's 76 of you still here. Man, you guys like drama. And it is kind of fun. I've been trying to avoid it, and but maybe we should embrace it. I don't know. But guys, I got shit to do. I got to move. Y'all think I'm just like I'm over exaggerating, and I've got like cement blocks in the corner to make it appear more. But like, there's my TV over there with my LCD lights, and here's my. I had an egg crate thing, so my bed was really comfortable, and my Egyptian cotton sheets and comforter, and I think all this stuff fell out. Well, there was some stuff that fell out from up there, and there's food, and well, the other side I can't get to because of the refrigerator. But it ain't gonna move itself, so I guess I better do it now. But I do intend to do a couple of uploads over the Christmas break, and it won't be me bitching about having to move out of a truck and all the pain and suffering, mental suffering that it has caused me, and the stripping away of my Zen environment that I had created in the T680, which was causing my creativity to absolute flourish. I done got an outline of the greatest salesman of the world, which is 3 intertwined epic stories. But you guys have to hear about that in another video, because, like I said before, I got stuff to move. And I still got an hour and a half drive to get to the house after that. Pray for me, people. This is the kind of stuff that when drivers, like 3 weeks in, and I don't know, this kind of emotional debacle yesterday, and then having to do this strenuous stuff after a full day's driving, that hour and a half driving home. Yeah, when you get within a couple of miles of there, start getting comfortable, start getting sleepy. I don't know, sometimes we have the compulsion to rest our eyes for a minute. Well, let me tell you, truck drivers, that is not a good idea. Do not rest your eyes while you are driving. You'll fall asleep and crash. But hopefully that won't happen, and I'll make it back and move whatever in tonight when I get there. This is bullshit. I hope that it was, I'm going to stop talking about it before I start and get myself pissed. Hey, we got a long comment here. I'm going to read this. And then, hey, but for like those local Lowe's guys, they ought to love this truck. It drives good. And, I like the headlights. And all of the lights in here, they're super bright. Whoa, look at that. We are lit up. And then you can, it'll do a blue light. Yeah, we got a little red glow there. I like the blue glow better. So, there's a lot of good things, on this truck. I've just been, what's the word I'm looking for? I've just been operating differently. Because, I like to make videos and cook food. And those things aren't really happening in here. Merry Christmas, Trucker Jim. Thank you, John. Okay, something happened with cruise control and Truckin Elvis. I have this new car that keeps me between the lines. Okay. It definitely is a bipolar rant. And for that, I hadn't really talked about this, but I was diagnosed with that earlier in the year. There ain't no blood test for it. It's just I go off on my little rants and I'm animated. My doctor, okay, you're bipolar. You were, depressed 2 days ago, and now it's like you're a goddamn actor. You crazy son of a bitch. They'll be talking to me like that, and diagnose me as bipolar. I don't know. But the good news is I'm not medicated for bipolar. Not yet, anyway. But I tell you, this year, certain little things have bothered me more than they used to in years past. Really, what it is, what sets me off, is when I feel I have the lack of control of my life. When I'm in control, I know I got a shot. I got a chance. My persistency will prevail, and I will figure things out and make them work. But then when other forces like make me feel I don't have control, I just need to shut up and I don't have a choice, that sends me in the red because I'm like, I will prove you wrong. Um, I was about to start cussing some more, but I'm tired as fuck, guys. Apologize for my language, but oh well. If you're overly sensitive, this is not the channel for your ass, especially in the upcoming month or so, because I'm feeling I'm in rare form. But I don't know. I think a lot of you guys probably maybe relate with me too. And leave a comment below. I will be going back and watching my crazy ass on video. I usually do that. And I will be reading your comments. I may not reply back to every one of them, but I generally, in the first couple of days of a video anyway, I do read your comments. And a lot of you give great support, encouragement, good advice. Some of you are dumbasses, but that's just law of averages. It works out like that. But I appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Uh, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, I don't know if there's gonna be red trucks and blue trucks in the background of the next video. I am not sure. I was feeling good a while ago, and then I get here, and okay, well, hope you enjoy. Let me stop because there are some definite good people here that I value. There's a few less than there were this time last year, but there still are some, very good people in this organization that I'm a part of. And sometimes shit just happens, and you need to just, all right, well, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, but fucking get over it, and I will. Um, but also I'm thinking about how I want to feel in the future. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing I've been talking about wanting to get in the movie business, and I ain't just picked one thing. Let me be the dolly grip guy, for Paramount Studios or or do the lights. I don't know. The whole thing interests me from writing it to screenplays to directing, acting, lighting, color grading, editing, shooting, filming, it all. It just gets me giddy. It is just an ever growing interest of mine. And dealing with bullshit like this and corporations that I just have to deal with what works for them, that interests me less. And also, I think it's weakened my content that I'm capable of by, ooh, trucking company, let me make some videos for you. And ooh, I can't really be myself and say what the fuck I want because, corporations and things like that, and it was beginning to rob me of my true creative nature, and that stuff wasn't coming out because I was having to be reserved because I didn't want to get my ass fired. And also, have, I don't know, maybe they'll let me do something for them, cut me a check, for it. And I can say, ooh, I got paid to do video stuff, and I have, and that's cool, and that gives me some confidence to well, if I did that, what else can I do? Can I write a screenplay and sell it for $250,000? What would be better? Not seeing your fucking family all year long and your wife having to screw the neighbor and everything because you're never there, and your relationship with your kids is through, FaceTime maybe, but not really, and make $250,000, or sit down and write something epic. I don't know. I guess there's, hmm. And I'm sorry if I struck a chord with anybody that I'm just deliriously tired. I'm hoping this stuff will move itself. That I think that's what I'm waiting on. Like the refrigerator, just go hop in the Chevy, and Egyptian cotton sheets will give me a magic sheet ride, but none of that shit's gonna happen. I'm just gonna have to pull around the Chevy and move all of this stuff. And me bitching about it ain't gonna change a thing. So let me end this because I'm rambling on and not making sense, and I'm tired, and I don't want to move this stuff. I wonder what would have happened, and if I would have said, that don't work for me, I'm going back to Greer. If you want to find me a load, I'll take a load. Otherwise, I'm starting my Christmas break. Probably the same thing this video is going to end up causing. But I'll see you guys next time. Be safe out there and keep on trucking. Boom.